What's up? What's up? We are flying towards 43. We are close to the lava field that ate up 43. And I've been scanning today for a little bit, and I wanted to just bring this online for a few minutes so we can check out what's going on here. The eruption, so it's July, it's August 1st. July flew. It is August 1st, 2024. It is 11 p.m. at night in Iceland right now. We are looking at Route 43, portion of 43 heading into Grindavik. The road that veers to the right, where you can see that car moving, that heads over to Blue Lagoon and the power plant, which is right over there. That's the power plant right now. We've been getting quite a few tremors. Nothing crazy, but quite a few tremors have been developing in the recent hours. Still don't know clearly where an eruption might happen, but if it will, the predictions right now say along the area where we're looking at right now. So anything between the power plant and the old eruption, which the old eruption is just behind this mountain. So you can see over there, there's a little bit of smoke. And that's the last eruption that we had. It's still puffing out. And this is considered to be still the weakest point, the weakest area as far as if there's an eruption that will surface soon. This is the area most likely where it would happen. And the crater's just hiding over this mountain here. So I'm going to just keep panning a little bit more so maybe you could see it. But this is the area. This is the area right now in the prediction zone where something might happen. The magma chamber is filled. It's completely filled and it's ready to pop. So anywhere around this area, this is what we're looking at right now. This is the Svartsvingi area. So you can see this is all, now we're looking north. That's 43. Heading north to 41. Over there is the city of Keflavik. You see some vehicles down here. So you can see there's some crew. There's like universities studying things right now. There's search and rescue that are scanning as well, because the earth right now in this area is very, very unstable. There's the Blue Lagoon. As people are leaving right now, it's almost already closed. So you could see people are starting to leave. There's the other road that comes around the peninsula that heads into the Blue Lagoon. And there's the power plant, which this is another area where they're saying that it might erupt. We might see a fissure, which would be a catastrophe if that were to happen. So this is the danger zone right here on the power plant. And then as you get C43 down here, where you see two cars, this is where the lava overtook it 2 times. The first time during one of the eruptions earlier last year, and then during this year's second eruption in the same area, it again. And this leads, as you can see, the other side into the town of GRINDAVIK, which is over there with the lights. That's GRINDAVIK. So that's a nice little 360. And then we're back to the last eruption region right over here. We can see a little bit of smoke. That's the last eruption area, and the crater is right over here, just next to this mountain. The weather has been really, really bad. It's been raining, it's been windy, but I finally was able to get the drone up to get a better perspective of this entire area. Like I said, if you're just tuning in, we are looking at the GRINDAVIK Svartsvinji area of the Reykjanes Peninsula. We are looking at right now the last eruption zone, and possibly another eruption that could start in August, first week as we start August 2024. It is approximately, it's 11:12 p.m. right now here in Iceland. Let me just check. Some of the earthquakes. So the latest update is from July 30th. And just to summarize a little bit of what they're saying, the number of earthquakes per day within the Sunnuker crater row is steadily increasing, which we are witnessing. The model's calculations suggest enough magma has now been recharged to the Svarzinji reservoir to trigger a new eruption. So all of this area here is filled and ready. And you can see also there's today I found this great article on MBL regarding the additional magma or lava, as you can see here, all this black lava that is over the older surface, and it shows a great model in 3D of how much of all this lava has been accumulated as far as new earth from these couple of eruptions that happened. And it's amazing. It's amazing to see how much of all this has spilled over into the earth. It's on mbl.is. And from that point, it says the update was saying that the increased likelihood that an eruption will occur within the next 7 to 10 days. But this was from July 30th. They said 7 to 10 days. So it's August 1st. So we're at the we are on the due date for this kind of stuff, which is interesting. Let's zoom in on the lava field down here. There's not that much light that I can put on here, so let me see if I can bump it a little bit more. No, that's about it. It is August, and it's the time in Iceland where the days now start getting darker. So by 12 o'clock, 1 a.m., the sky now gets dark. Now we're witnessing the actual nighttime. So by August, we start getting this, especially if it's cloudy like this. There's an overcast. Tonight it's going to be very, very dark, which is another good thing because as far as being dark, we can pinpoint if we are scanning here and checking to see if there's any fissures that open up. We can actually spot them faster due to the light on the ground and the dark natural light. So right now it's kind of dark, but I brought up the aperture on the camera so you could see a little bit more. But this is the scanning phase, as I call it. It's just scanning the earth, scanning the region to see if there's any cracks, any openings. There's some This was an old lava river. As I could see here, this is like something where lava used to pass through. There's also ridges you could see that broke off and shift. This was with lava. Lava would flow into here. You can see still a lot of people coming out from what's left of the Blue Lagoon. Everybody leaving, maybe workers. The Blue Lagoon is still functional. You can still go there. If you do come to Iceland, there is access to it. So this is 43. You reach the point where you get to the lava field that eats up the road. You can actually park your car or vehicle there and walk out and see this. This is not closed to anyone. It's actually open, but up to a certain point. And then the new road that leads into Blue Lagoon is to the right, as you can see the cars or the vehicles driving through it. And this, if you follow this road, it goes up to the right, it curves, and then it goes to the left, it curves around, and then you reach a point where, oh, I'm sorry, this is not this way, not up here. This is actually closed. This is also eaten. I didn't even see that. This road was the old road. That is actually blocked off. So the road actually goes through here. It goes to the right. Let's follow this car, actually, so we could see it. He's going to go all the way to the right. It's hard to see at night right now with this view. But he's going to actually go to the right here. He's going to continue down this road. You can't see it, but there's a road here. It doesn't go this way. It doesn't go to the left. That's actually cut off. The lava ate that, as I remember. Oh, this guy actually went to the left. So this must be maybe some search and rescue. No, he's just stopped there. That road is actually closed, and it's only for search and rescue, I believe. But yeah, if you want to go to the Blue Lagoon, you have to go to the right, and then you can vaguely see the road there, and then it goes up, and that goes all the way into the parking lot, which is over there. And then you have the Blue Lagoon. So it's still open. Take advantage of it if you're coming to Iceland, because it's still open. See if I can change a little bit of the filter here so we can see a little bit more. Let me tell you, right now it's really dark out. I can't, like with my eyes, I can't see that much of the outside. But with this camera, we can get a little bit more. On the screen, it looks like it's daytime, but it's not. So yeah, this is the scanning phase. We are days away from a possible new eruption. It is 11:24 p.m. here in Iceland in the Reykjanes Peninsula. If you're tuning in, we are scanning as far as Vinji area, the GRINDAVIK area. We are looking at the old eruption zone where we see the previous lava that has dried up. It's still hot, but it dried up. Underneath all this, it's still very, very hot. I'm just noticing the connection is not the best right now. Let's see what's going on here. I was going to start just pan around and just check out. Still got 15 minutes of battery before I have to swap. So today I was near the power plant and it started raining a little bit and a rainbow showed up, like half a rainbow. It only went to one direction, one end or one start. Like there was no other half to it. It was in a complete 100% arc. And the direction where it was pointing at was interesting, which gave me like I don't know, like an indication almost. I put the video up so you could see it. But As I pan here, I'll show you where exactly that rainbow was pointing at before it disappeared. It was only for like a few seconds. I'd probably say for like 15 seconds, and then it went away. So I captured it right away. And the location is actually coming up right now. It's to the left. So I thought that was funny. Kind of one of those things, you know, that appears and then you don't know what to think of it, but something that might be valuable, but at the same time it's nice to watch. So the rainbow, from my perspective, when I filmed it, was pointing where you see the smoke from the old excuse me, you see the smoke from the old eruption there in the middle of the screen. It's right now, it's in the middle of the screen. The rainbow was pointing somewhere just in front of that. I would say like maybe more towards the bottom corner of the screen right now where it's panning. It was actually pointing to that mountain that's coming up on the screen on the left. So it was pointing directly into that mountain. So around that area, which is interesting. So right there, that mountain there, as we see. So that's where it was pointing at, that mountain there, which is interesting because it's all kind of like buried with, not buried, but it's surrounded by the lava. So it would be interesting if that would be the location based on what I saw today with this rainbow that appeared out of nowhere. That's kind of like the location where it pointed. So anywhere, maybe, I don't know, like here, maybe here, or I would probably say like in this area here, the greener part, not on the actual lava field. I would probably say here somewhere, if it's gonna pop open, or behind the mountain, somewhere behind that mountain, or on the actual mountain too. It could be, as we saw one of the eruptions, I think, in like 2 years ago. It started off on the edge of the mountain. So it would be really interesting if that happens. If that video I documented, which I put up, ends up being where the eruption happens, which is here. And I think, let me see something. This is, all right, I gotta change the battery, do a quick swap, and I'm only gonna use, this is gonna be the last battery because it's almost dark here, and we're not gonna be able to see anything. So I'm just gonna go and get the drone, swap the batteries, and then I'll continue off with this chit chat about the location of the eruption based on the rainbow. Alright, we're back. It's getting really dark, so this is going to be the last battery. We can barely see anything here. But if there is a crack and there's an opening, we're going to definitely see it because that thing will be super bright. Anyways, I was going to check something here. Let me go back to where is it? So this